and good morning, everyone. And to my friends in London, good afternoon. How are you all? I'm so happy that you've joined us today. And I'm always really appreciative when you show up. And please feel free to ask questions or add comments, whatever you like. It's perfectly fine. I just have a little bit of information I want to give you today, first of all, and that is that I don't know if you know yet, but we have the Authors and Speakers Visibility Playground. And I think you would really love it there. It's all very high-end people who are really making a difference in the world. And we are going to start our business mastermind on the 23rd of this month at 10 a.m. And we'll be having it every Thursday at 10 a.m. where you'll be able to come and network and learn and enjoy each other. We'll teach you about different software that can really make a difference in your life. We'll have you interact and learn how to target your market and very finely target your market so that you can make a consistent income. And we're going to teach you how to network effectively just by working together inside the mastermind. And you'll be able to bring your problems wherever it is that you're stuck or you need some help or perhaps some feedback from other members of the group. And let me tell you, when you join this group, you really get 3 levels of benefit. And you know the group's free, right? All you have to do is participate and invest your time, and you can be on the Ask the Experts, you can be on the Heart-Based Business Show, or you could be a speaker on the Authors and Speakers Visibility Playground Mastermind. So you get a lot of exposure in this group when you participate. If you don't participate, oh, well, you lost a really great opportunity to build your business, to sell your product and your programs, and to get to know other people, because it's not all just about sales. It's about building the relationship within the group, and then people ask you what you do and you can support them. So today's going to be a really exciting day. I love what we're talking about because I don't know about you, I was in such a quandary because I had program after program after program. I can't tell you how many programs I've had to learn just in order to survive online. And many of you know, for at least 4 years, I've been teaching people how to work with their business online, which is perfect for today's world and what's going on. And I was sitting here this morning thinking, oh my gosh, all these years I've been telling people to do exactly what they're having to do right now. And what I want to do is help you, let's see, how can I phrase this? Help you do this more easily or quicker or less expensively. You decide how you want to take it, so that you don't waste a lot of time and you don't waste a lot of money, because we all know time is money and we don't have a lot of it because we have so much to do. So I did a lot of research at one point and about what I should do about all these programs. I mean, I had Acuity, I had this one for appointments and that one for building programs and another one for trying to put information out when I was on stage and give people the information that they needed so they could sign up right then rather than trying to connect with them later. Because, you know, it's a big waste of time when you're standing on stage and you make a great impression at the time, but there's also people that walk out the door and think, wow, I really would like to work with her, but I don't have anything from her. And because, you know, sometimes when we're speaking, we can't send a clipboard around asking for information, and we can't make an offer. So it makes it really hard on us. And a lot of times we speak for free, right? I do a lot of speaking for free. In fact, I do it every morning right now. So, but if you are speaking for free and you get nothing out of it, it's not worth your time. So that's what I'm trying to say. So what I did is I did some research and I found out that there's a program out there that does pretty much all of it. And in fact, I was just talking to her this morning about a new segment for those of us who do a lot of speaking. And I love this woman. I adore this woman. She supported me every step of the way. She even has office hours online, which is really awesome because there were some things I was stuck on and I could just go to her office hour and say, hey, how do we do this? Or how do I do that? Or how do we get this resolved? And that's if you build it yourself. If you want someone else to do it, that's a different story. But I just want to say that if you listen to her carefully, she's going to give you the answer and it'll save you time. It's going to save you money and save you a whole lot of headaches. So she actually was instrumental in building this program. And I don't want to ruin the fun in all of this, but her name is Melissa Blair. And I want to bring her on right now so that you can learn as much as possible about this program in the limited time we have. And then I'm going to give you a link that'll be right down below and you can go and connect with her. She actually sets up some time to talk to you. Can you believe that? Who else does that? That's another thing that I really love about her is she's there for you. It's not a company that doesn't answer the phone or doesn't have a phone number. It's not a company who doesn't care about you. She really cares. So let me bring on Melissa Blair. Hi, Melissa. Welcome to the show. I'm happy you're here with us.
I'm thrilled. I'm excited. As I was saying this morning, it's the first time I put on makeup.
I know, you look beautiful. You look beautiful. I know, because she usually works in the background, right? You don't have to do that.
I am very much a nerdy type that is much more comfortable behind my laptop than I am on stage. But
what I love about your nerdiness is you still know how to talk to us. That's a big deal.
Well, having been a business owner, a serial business owner, that is something you have to learn. You have to learn to talk to people.
Yes. And so many of the nerdy type can't even talk to people. They don't know what to say.
Right. Yeah.
So tell us about the program. I'm so excited to share this with everybody.
Well, being a nerdy person, it's been something that I've always had a passion around was technology. My first business I had for 11 years was a sales training company, and we did sales and marketing, customer service training, things like that. And so the blending of sales, marketing, and technology is really kind of my sweet spot. And by that I mean how to use technology to increase our sales and our marketing effectiveness. And that doesn't mean that software is going to be your salesperson. You still have to sell. You still have to, like you said earlier in the intro, this is where you go out and do the speaking and you do the networking and you do all that so that you can build relationships. The software is meant to help you automate a lot of those pieces that you shouldn't be spending your time on. Your time should be spent with people, and let the software do the things like the email automation and texting automation, all that kind of stuff. So having worked with just about every software you could imagine, like you, I'm a bit of a software junkie. I couldn't find everything that I needed. And so I was duct taping this program with this program, with this program, with this program. And then of course it doesn't all talk to each other. It doesn't work right. You spend your valuable time being an IT expert or hiring people to do that for you. And it just becomes this big nightmare. And so I went on a quest to look for the solution and just couldn't find anything. And then I stumbled upon a group of developers who were planning to build this. And so I became associated with them, partnered with them, and they have built everything that we've been looking for. And it's so exciting to me because we're able to finally, and it's not that it's easy. I think, you can attest to this too, Dr. Shirlene, is putting together your sales and marketing plan is always going to take some work, but we at least streamline it in one program. You're not having to learn 7 programs and then get them to talk to each other. So that's really how this all came about. Was I wanted this software. Mm-hmm. So then I introduced it to a friend. Then she introduced it to some friends who introduced it to friends. And now here we are.
Yes. And you're absolutely right. I remember when I'd have all these programs, if I look back over my 28 years of business, all the programs I've learned over time, and then it's like, how do you hook all this together? We call it integration, but how do you hook all this together? And that's what I love about your program. You only have to learn one time and put it all together just one time, and then it all works together. And just to give all of you an idea, when I set the show up that we're doing right now, I send a text and then it goes to an email and then there's a follow-up and then they fill out my form and the whole system flows automatically until I get to actually doing the show. And it's saving me a tremendous amount of money because I'm not doing so many different shows. I mean, I used to have jot form and all these kind of form things. Yeah. I don't have that anymore. It's all in one. So when people fill out a form, it goes directly into your system. And I love that. It's just awesome. And on the whole website, it does that. So it'll come back to me and it'll go, such and so just filled out a form. I go, let me see what that such and so was.
Yeah. Or with our survey builder.
I had to track it down, right? I had to figure out what it was.
Or you had to copy paste. So if you build a survey in SurveyMonkey, then a whole bunch of people take the surveys. Then you got to copy and paste their answers into your CRM so that you have. Well, that's not going to happen. So again, that's time. Somebody's got to do that work, and we would rather have it be software.
Because it's much less expensive. I mean, I'm saving a ton of money because I don't have to hire somebody to do all this work. And it just kind of flows on its own. So I'll go, okay, Melissa, I want to have Melissa on the show. Okay, I'm just going to send her a text and let her fill out the form. And it just goes like clockwork until you get on Streamline.
Yes, I had a big Windows update this morning that kept me.
Yes, and also just so you know, there is a big Windows update going on. And she has Windows, I have Mac. And it happened for me too. I don't know what it's all about.
I don't know.
It happened, and it took like 45 minutes for me to get mine.
It gets that heart rate up.
Especially when you have a show, right?
Yeah.
So Melissa, one of the things that people really want to do, especially in our authors and speakers visibility playground, is they want to have an interview or be on stage when they can say, okay, just go to your phone and you can download this PDF. Would you talk to us about that? That is really big.
Yeah, that is really big. And there have been texting programs around for a few years now where that can be done. But it's, again, a whole nother program that doesn't integrate with all the other pieces that you have. So we have set up just a simple keyword that says text the word heart to this number, and then any number of things can happen. Maybe I would send them a link to my calendar to book an appointment. Maybe I would send them to a form to fill out so that they could download my ebook or whatever it might be that's being offered. We also have times where people are doing a show, like real life, real people in together kind of trade show. And they would have a sign up saying to win this laptop, text the word whatever to enter to the raffle. And so then they would get all these forms filled in. And secretly, what I love about this technique is that they're entering their own contact information into your CRM. I'm not having to, I can't grab right now, but you know how we always go to and we get those bundles of cards, business cards all set up. And then we come home and then we go, oh, got to enter those all in. When you use this technique, they're entering all that for you, including their mobile phone number so that we can text them. Dr. Shalini and I were talking this morning about the frustration of email, and we still need email. I mean, email's not going away. We need to be able to provide more details. But texting is where that relationship starts getting built. It's more casual, it's more intimate. It's read. We don't have to worry about it getting opened up. It is being read, and we can see that. And so using text in your marketing is really powerful.
You're absolutely right. And there aren't many programs where it offers text, because you can say, hey, you're going to get an email, or hey, go to this landing page and fill out your information, or, where before it was just email. And I've had such a challenge with email, and people will, I'll tell them, please fill out the form. You're going to get it in the email. And then it doesn't get there, or it gets lost on the way, or it goes into spam. And I have so much anxiety over whether somebody's going to get the email that I tell them I'm sending. That's that's a big challenge. We can't rely on email anymore. And we all talk about building our list, but what good is it to build a list if you can't get it out?
If you can't get it open, get it. That is, we call that the 1-2 punch. It's send the email and then send a text saying, hey, Dr. Shirley just sent you a really important email. Want to make sure you get it. And then I get replies back, thank you. I never would have seen it. And now we're sending our newsletter. We're not sending it out as email anymore. We build a web page that's this beautiful newsletter now. And we just send a text saying, here's the link to this month's newsletter. Boom. They go right on their phone. They can read the newsletter. It's changing everything. And we give everybody their own business phone number. So that's another thing that has really taken hold this last year, really, is everybody saying, I am sick of giving out my own personal phone number. I want a business phone number. Well, what we do is we give you that business phone number. Now, if somebody calls that number, I'm still going to answer my phone, and I can call them back and have a conversation. Everything works the way it should. The plus is that every conversation I'm having is then being logged in the CRM. So the text messages, the emails, the phone calls, even Facebook Messenger, it's all in one stream, one chronological stream, so that I can watch that relationship being built. That I've never seen anything else that's pulled that together like that.
I have so many people that I'm working with. I mean, my book is just packed every day. And sometimes I look at my appointment, I go, oh, what was that all about? And now I can just look at it right in the CRM and see it. And it's so much easier to use than Infusionsoft. Or some people call it Confusionsoft. And I'm not in that business, so I can say so, right? And the cost difference is astronomical, and you don't have to hire somebody to run it. Part of the reason that I didn't like Infusionsoft is because I had to always pay somebody to run the darn program. There was just no way that I could possibly work with it and run it myself. This, you can do that.
I was with Infusionsoft for a very long time. That was the program back when they first started that I thought, oh, this is it. This is what's going to bring it all together. And they did in many ways. It's just more complicated. It's just harder. Because like I said, as a geek, I couldn't figure it out.
And that's bad. When Melissa, you can't figure it out. I'm certainly not a geek. I can learn, and
You can. I've seen what you've been able to build out, and you've done very well.
So when people work with you, how do you work? Tell them how you work.
Well, we're morphing, as you can expect. What's happened with this virus has caused. You said it earlier. Everything that people have been telling you to do, get your business online. Now all of a sudden, people are calling me and going, Melissa, it's time to get online. And so it's gotten really busy, and people are wanting to get up and running quickly. So we have a DIY capability. So you buy the software, you get a subscription, and then we have all kinds of video training. We've got some written training coming out soon. We have a Facebook group. We have open office hours. I think you mentioned that earlier, where we get on and answer questions. And since this coronavirus thing started, we've actually been doing an open office hour every day for this whole month. Mm-hmm. We've been doing that just to be there for people and help them with the DIY. Then we have people saying,
Melissa, what's DIY? You have to explain it. That's
do it yourself. Do it yourself. Yep. And my husband's a do-it-yourself guy. He's redone every room in this house. It's great when you can DIY something because you can save a lot of money.
Yeah.
But people have been saying, I don't have time. I don't want to learn it. I just want you to build it for me. And so we have different packages that can be purchased that say, let's say you want to offer a lead magnet, and we'll build out the landing page or the opt-in page. We'll build the thank you page. We'll build the form. We'll build the campaign that needs to be sent to send whatever your lead magnet is out. We have an event, an online event package. We have an appointment package, just where we have a beautiful setup for how somebody could book an appointment with you, and it's all automated with the reminders and confirmations and all kinds of little things. You can put videos on your appointment page to introduce people to what you're going to be doing at that. It's, we all have a discovery session of some sort. Mm-hmm. Let them know what they're going to experience with your discovery session. So there's different packages that we can build out based on what each person wants. So that's really it. It's kind of there's a done do it yourself, mm-hmm. a done with you, where people can hire us for X amount of time and we'll together build out something, or we'll do it all for you, whichever people want.
And the other thing that I love is if you have a suggestion, like before the show, I was asking Melissa for a couple of things that I could really utilize. And she's like, yeah, okay, we'll see about doing that. So what she's saying is you can kind of tailor this for whatever it is that you need. There may be a lot that you need, or there may be just a little that you need that's different than the program. But the reality is it's all there. That's what I really love.
Well, and
it's all there.
More is coming. So we just launched, we've got the CRM. I got to look at my little list. We've got automation like Infusionsoft and ActiveCampaign and all that. We've got the scheduling like Calendly and Acuity, Time Trade. We've got the email builder like MailChimp, Constant Contact. We've got the survey builder like SurveyMonkey, form builder like JotForms. Conversation management, that's the one nobody else has. That's where it streamlines all those pieces together. We have the funnel builder like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages. And about 2 weeks ago, we launched the website builder. So now you can build your entire website in here. No additional software needed, no hosting needed. It's all included. And by the end of this month, we will then also have our course builder and membership program like Kartra or Kajabi, Teachable. And so what you had said earlier about learning one software program, all those builders use the same technology. So once you learn how to build a funnel, you can build the website, you can build a course. It's all the same software. So you're not learning 3 different builders or more, because there's all kinds of builders in here. So again, it's just get in there and start building out your business. People have been asking for the course builder membership program for about 6 months now. So this, we just listen to what everybody wants. We've already got a list started for after these launch.
Now, let me ask, Melissa, real soon. I'm sorry. When you say course builder, does that mean they could copy it from somewhere else and put it on there? Or does that, do they have to start all over to build that?
The only tool right now that we have to copy would be if you own ClickFunnels and you have built out your own ClickFunnels funnels, we can, what is the word? Import those in. Works great. Not an issue. Everything else, though, you have to pretty much start from scratch. So if you've built a program someplace else, you still have to rebuild it in our system. But you're not having to pay for that anymore over there, or you're not having to pay for hosting for your website. I tell people all the time, if you're happy with your website and you just redid it and you spent a bunch of money, don't feel compelled to have to rebuild it in here right away. We almost always update our website every couple of years. Most people do. So the next time you go to update it, just rebuild it in here, and then you're saving money that way again. Absolutely. But as far as the course builder, for those that haven't started monetizing their passion yet, now is the time. This is such an important time to build out some training programs based on what you're an expert at, because people are looking for help.
Yeah, and you'll even have things that you've never thought of that you can teach. Excuse me, no, it's not what you just thought. I even lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So I know that we have so many talents we don't even think about.
Yeah.
And we might have our regular course that we've been training for years, and we think that's all we are. But we are so much more if you really think about things. And some of what I'm seeing now on the internet is like, wow, I never would have thought to do that program. So again, your thought process.
Yeah, I have been so impressed watching how some small business owners have innovated. Now they can't do business the way they used to. So there's a lot of like fitness trainers and things like that. And now they're holding fitness programs on Zoom, and they're still serving their clients. But they never would have ever in a million years thought that they could do that online before. And now they just jump. There have been so many examples of that where you would just, we've got a client that teaches music through a course. There's just so many things that you can teach, and there's always a market. Well, I guess I shouldn't say always. That goes back to what you were talking about earlier about defining your ideal client and making sure that they're a viable market for you. But then once you find them and you tailor your message to them and you invite them to whatever it is that you're building, you're gonna find an audience.
Yes. Absolutely. They're going to come. And once they get over whatever fear they're trying to deal with, everything will settle down and they'll start looking for more and more and more. And you're going to find out that once you have organized your life and your business with a CRM, tell them what that means.
Customer relationship management. It's basically keeping track of all your relationships and all the important things about your relationships, their children, their husband's name, or any number of things so that you can build that relationship. And
you even have birthdays on there. So
we do.
It automatically sends out a birthday surprise. Yeah. And people say to me, thank you for remembering my birthday. I'm like, oh, you're certainly welcome.
Yes. I know. I'll get a text saying, oh, that was so sweet. And I'm like, what did I do? I go, oh, it's their birthday today. And I don't know if you and I have talked about this, but we've got a couple companies now that we're integrating with. One is a company called the Expressory. And her company makes these beautiful handmade cards. You probably got one of my older ones. This is my new logo now. And we have it automated so that all I have to do is tag, or in other words, put a description or a little word in their contact record that says send welcome card. And then this is all automated to go off to Jamie's company, and they will handwrite each message, hand address it, stamp it, and mail it for me. So I'm doing one thing. I'm putting send welcome card, and then this all goes off and gets sent out on my behalf. These are things I want to do, but they don't get done unless I automate it. Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. Well, Melissa, our time has just flown by, and I just loved having you on the show. I'm so grateful that you've
Thank
been
you.
here with us. So everyone, we are going to hurry because we're running just a tad bit late, but don't forget to join the Authors and Speakers Visibility Playground because you are going to get so much benefit. I just don't know how to tell you how much benefit they receive. There are a lot of big players in that group, and it's a fairly new group. So you really get to get in on the ground floor and become a powerhouse within that specific community. And I really look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at 9:30, and we will come together in a way that will change your life and your business. Thanks so much for being with me today. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.